Hello, viewer. Welcome to today's episode of the show. It's great having you, and thanks for joining us. This is Viewpoint, talk show where they talk as EB. It is an interactive talk show where we talk about anything and everything trending, ranging from entertainment to politics, health, education, lifestyle, power of community, you just name it. All you need to do is sit back, enjoy, and engage in our conversations. My name is Hadiza Galadima, and right here with me in the studio is the beautiful Rachel.
Hi, Hadiza.
Rachel, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Great having you on the show. And the amazing confidence.
Siba, anytime you call my name, this is give me joy. Like, they ginger me. Forget. Hi, Hadiza. Hi, Rachel.
How you doing?
I'm good.
All we do on the show is pack meaningful conversations, inspire change within our community as we engage in honest dialogue. Let's go on a break. We will be right back. Please stay with us. Welcome back, and thanks for staying with us. This is Viewpoint, talk show where they talk as EB. Without further ado, let's get started. In the words of Helen Keller, words are never warm and tender enough to express one's appreciation for a great kindness. On today's edition, firstly, we're going to be talking about the $500 million loan approval by the World Bank for women empowerment in Nigeria. In a statement, the World Bank noted that the loan is an upscale financing for Nigeria for Women program, and this upscale financing will further help the Nigerian government in improving livelihoods of women in Nigeria, with the aim of ensuring a better economic opportunities for women, which is essential for addressing gender inequality, better health, education, amongst others. The World Bank stressed that the federal government needs to address issues that inhibit women's economic empowerment and hinder inclusive, low carbon, and resilient economic growth. So now the question I have is the present administration going to do the needful, or is going to be business as usual? And when I say business as usual, I mean we've heard, because as a Nigerian, there were thousands of loans, there were financial supports from different bodies, especially international bodies, in helping Nigerians and all that. And most times you hear loan has been approved for millions of Nigerians. And we keep wondering, I keep wondering, am I not part of the Nigerians? Why don't I ever get this loan or the opportunity to access this loan? So it's just going to be business as usual, because even during COVID-19, we saw it with the case of our palliatives, whereby when Nigerians went to claim their stolen mandate, their stolen mandate, they called them hoodlums and all that. So is it going to be business as usual, or is it going to be a different story entirely? Because it's a new administration, it's a new government. So confidence, what do you think about?
I do that. Okay. First of all, personally, I do not want to sound negative. I always say it because I always believe that Nigeria has the capacity to, within them or within us as a country, to do the right thing, to do what is expected. Now, this is not the first time I'm hearing about the World Bank releasing money for women empowerment. And I've seen some figures. I've seen certain figures. I see 400 and something thousand women got, 800 and something thousand people got, so and so amount of states got. And then I begin to wonder, okay, fine. They said. Have we seen these people? I've not seen somebody come out and say, oh, wow, I'm a beneficiary of this loan. This is what I was able to do. So it's like, what's the word? It's like, audio money. If I'm right, it's like audio money. So I'm just trying. I don't want to. That's why I said at the first time when I started, I said I don't want to sound negative. I want to believe that this is a new administration, right? And I want to believe that this administration will do the right thing. At least for once, you people said you're disbursing this money for women. And I saw all the reasons outlined. You said it's for them to bridge economic gap, what to empower them, to have them do something. For once, let's see somebody come out and say, truthfully, this money got to me. You understand? And this is what I have done with it. It's not just calling figures for us. That's
Richard, do you have anything to add?
Okay, so personally, like Confidence said, we do not know if we don't know what this administration are up to yet.
Yeah.
We don't know if they want to do right or if they want to, do their business as usual. But what I would just say is this. First of all, why are we loaning money to help women in our country? Why do we have to go as far as, borrowing money from World Bank after all the loans we have, we've not paid back. We are servicing debt every day. You get, and then we're loaning more because we want to, according to them, empower women. Talking about this empowerment, what kind of empowerment are we even talking about here? They said they've helped women in the past, but the truth is this. You see, whenever they bring up this issue of empowering women, you now see APC women going to their party. You see PDP women going to. It is like they have their own grassroots women,
the creme de la creme,
their own, exactly, their own people. So it's not like something. So when you hear they are helping women, they want to empower women. The truth is they are not just putting it out there. Okay, Nigerians come out or Nigerian women come out. No. Once they want to do this thing, they start, okay, APC, our women, Muna gather for this place. They won't share money, or they won't share, what's that thing? Engine for grinding, or they won't share fridge, they won't share this one. PDP women, arrange yourself, this one arrange. That is it. It's not like they want to, they're really helping Nigerians. So if you're loaning $500 million, if this government wants to be transparent, let's see the when, the how, and the what of this money.
Exactly.
How did you help them? Let's see them. Yeah. These people, we should be able to relate with them.
True.
Even if I don't have one person in my family that was helped, I should have a neighbor. I should know someone. You
should have someone
in my street.
The world is that small and connected.
Yes, it's so shocking that you'll be shocked that in the whole of Abuja, you've not really seen or heard that this woman.
Some people don't even know about
it. From any.
So when they are loaning this money, let's know what they are really using it to do.
And they should not just be calling figures.
Yes.
And I don't even go online to see figures.
I don't even see why they are loaning money.
Because I can agree with Rachel, because there was a certain time during the past administration whereby they said they were helping market women. They were giving market women was it loan or something? I'm not sure it's loan. But at the end of the day, when I heard how much they were giving market women, I was like, what would that amount do to them? 5K as a market woman.
Is that the empowerment? Is that the empowerment?
How much would 5K do for a market woman? Because if she wants to buy anything and add to her business, it will not buy anything.
Sure,
it can never get her anything sufficient.
I'm even wondering what
the way things are just going up.
We have an organization for women, a body in the government that is responsible for women. Ministry of Women Affairs.
Yes.
I really need to understand what all these ministries mean, what they are doing.
A whole lot of
If
them.
Ministry of Women Affairs, if you want to teach women, there was a time I attended one program like that. I went there for a report. I was not I didn't participate. They said we were going to help women. And then I entered into the hall. It was in a hotel. I think they used their hall or something. I entered into the hall. Look, it's something that was sponsored by the government. The government organized it. And I entered into the hall and you just see few women. I do not want to sound, I won't say this on camera, but maybe I'm going to say this off camera. But Hadiza, the women I saw there were not up to 30. And these women were, they were from like a particular session, like a particular place, a group.
It's what
Nigeria.
Happens. It's what happens.
They're always selected.
They're always selected.
Exactly. That's the main thing.
Then they were teaching them how to make soap, how to make all of these things, and then they gave them some little token. If you really want to empower women, please empower women for real.
And don't be giving us figures. That's the thing. Because this number of people, and we're not seeing the results. This person cannot come out and say, okay, this is it. It's funny. It's very funny.
Let's go on a commercial break. But before we do that, we would like to hear from you, our viewers, your point or your view as regards this $500 million loan. If you feel this administration is going to do the right thing, or if you feel it's going to be business as usual, please get involved in our comment sections on all our social media platforms. All right, we'll be going on a commercial break right now, and when we return, we'll dish out the rest part of the show to you. Please stay tuned. Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. Now over to our next story. We're going to be talking about a very, very sensitive topic, all right? We're going to be talking about rape. And it is an unlawful sexual activity, mostly often involving sexual intercourse against the will of the victim through force or through threat of force with an individual who is incapable of giving legal consent because of minor status, mental illness, mental deficiency, intoxication, unconsciousness, or deception. So the question that keeps coming to my mind whenever I hear about a rape case is, what could probably be the perpetrator's motive? Because what comes to my mind, as in when I ask that question and I still answer myself, is either this person is never empathic or this person is a narcissist. Because, or you just decide rape is a crime. So, or you just decide to just commit a crime. Because what could really be the motive of a rapist? Because just around the corner here, or let me just not even around the corner, an ex-Eaglet who also plays in Denmark has been sentenced to 2 years imprisonment as a result of rape, sexual assault. So what could be personally, what do you think is the motivation behind a rapist?
This is a big question, because no matter how you want to search and think, you don't see a reason.
Yeah, there's no justification for it.
Exactly.
Nothing can quantify.
No, the reason of being. Then you start wondering, and the more reason why this thing is complicated is because you see fathers raping their own daughters. Mm-hmm. So it's not just like, okay, because of the way she's dressed. In fact, I hate to hear that when you say it is because of the way this girl is dressed.
Even though in a way it contributes.
I'm not saying it doesn't contribute, but it should never be a core because reason. You see ladies who are even covered lives, you can cover yourself cover yourself. It's true. If a man wants to rape, or if a woman wants to rape a man,
yes, why you
still go ahead to do it. So it's not about how a person is dressed.
It's a personal choice.
Yeah. It's just something you already. I don't know. You thought about it. You thought about it. And it's okay. This is what I want to do.
Yeah.
I don't even know why people do this thing, but I just feel like it's a personal decision. Mm-hmm. You've decided to do it. You come to a conclusion. I want to do it. But again, I wouldn't say it's a spiritual thing. I'm a spiritual person, yes. And so, I don't know.
But it must be a psychological thing.
I heard a story of a father who raped his own daughter. Mm-hmm. A father who raped his own daughter. And I think she was it 11? He started raping her from when she was around 11 years up to when she was, I think, 14, 15 years old. And that was when she was able to open up. It's not like she even came herself to open up. Someone found out. So all of these things is not like, okay, because of how a person is dressed or for one particular reason, or maybe because I had drugs or alcohol. These reasons people give are, I'm so sorry, I was drunk, or is the way she dressed, or look, when sex without consent is rape.
It's rape.
Even in marriage.
As far as it's not consensual,
it is rape.
Once someone's no should be no. Anything outside that is rape. So I think it's a personal decision. I think it's just what you've decided in your heart you want to do.
Because even if in courts, what they will just use against you is was there an agreement? Mm-hmm. If it's a no, that means you're guilty of whatever it is. Confidence, do you have anything to add to that?
Personally, for me, when before Rachel started, I just chipped in and said it's a very deep topic because it's broader than we think.
Mm-hmm.
There's the case of non-consensual, and then there's the assault. All of them are assault. Mm-hmm. But the case of a father raping his daughter, the case of even pedophilia, you understand? Yes. It's crazy because, like Rachel said, it's not spiritual. Mm-hmm. Because for you to have thought, these things are your thoughts.
Premeditated.
For you to have premeditated is the word. For you to have thoughts about doing this with this person, and then you go ahead, and because this person is weak, because I don't want to say it's just the male raping the female. Mm-hmm. Women do it too. Yes. It's a side that the society doesn't want to talk about. If men, this male gender, this male, males, if they come out and they tell you their experiences, it's just as a society, there's this thing that men are not supposed to cry, and the person is a human being. If some of these people come out and tell you what they've gone through in the hands of women, you'll be wondering, man. So this it's so deep. It has eaten into the fabric of our society, and to a very large extent, sometimes they go to apportion blame on, like you said, dressing. Somebody can be covered head to toe, like Rachel rightly said, and the person will still be raped. You know, and then you talk about, you see it also in marriage, where you're married to this woman and you still violate her, and it's crazy. It doesn't make any sense. A father defiling his daughter, a full-grown man going after a little child, and you think the society is not broken.
And you know something, Hadiza, sorry to cut you. Look, it's not just about the rape. It is the aftermath of it.
Exactly,
the trauma, the
honestly,
psychological effect,
the societal
everything.
stigma. You get things like
and all that.
and you see, like what she rightly said. Now you see some parents, some children will open up and say, "Mom, Daddy did this to me, or my uncle did this to me, or this," and then you're like, "Why would you say that?" The next thing, you're taking her to the prophet. And I'm like, you think the society will not be broken?
Some mothers even know that this is what is
happening,
but they do not want people
yes.
to hear, and so they're trying to cover up.
I'm
they're trying
telling
to
you.
cover it. I think it's just time for people to open up. Just open up.
And
Your
then there
mother
should be
expose
things
it.
that will be done to these people.
Yes.
I'm not saying a voicemail. I'm not saying we will. Like, let there be things that will be done to these people so that they can desist from. Because people, there are a lot of people that are suffering in silence.
Yes.
A whole lot.
I was once. It's sad. It's sad.
Okay.
And something should be done about it, really.
We really do hope something will really, really be done about it, because it's sad, it's heartbreaking when you get to hear cases like that. And it affects both female, it affects both male and everything. But it is a crime, and it is something that shouldn't be condoned in any society or in any space or any place. So please, let's try and say no to rape. All right, let's try and say no to rape. Let's go on a short break. We'll be right back. Please stay with us. Welcome back, and thanks for staying. Now moving on to our last topic of the day. We're going to be talking about the recent remand of skit maker and prankster Trinity Guy, whose pranks are always outrageous, extreme, and terrifying on victims. And the Nigerian police has said such pranks are criminal, immoral, and evil, and such pranks should always be reported. But let's be frank. This guy is terrible.
I was happy
when you heard he was arrested.
When I saw that story that he was arrested, I was just like, finally, that was just it.
And he risked 15 years in jail.
Did you see those videos?
How can you be going about?
It's disheartening. It doesn't.
We were talking about rape just now. This guy did a so-called prank or skit where he was sexualizing a 10-year-old girl, for Christ's sake,
and with the consent of her parents.
That's the one that is even paining me. The consent of her parents.
Money involved.
For how much?
Money
for
involved.
God's sake.
You see,
because the thing was making me ask myself, so now I'm asking myself, so what is prank? Because we have a legion, a lot of pranksters. Let me say it like that. There's Jalal. I watch Jalal and I laugh.
Yes.
And people, if you go into because I'm one person that loves to, delve into the comment section. If I watch anything, I'm always going to the comment section. You understand? Because by the time you read through the comments, you see like a number of people, oh, okay, I like this, and it's funny. There's a difference between fun and just sheer stupidity and harassment. And that's what Trinity was doing.
Yeah.
The guy he's an oppressor, because how would you go about because you want to prank people,
harassing
and most
people.
of his videos you say let's go and prank and teach people some lesson. Yeah, teaching people for some lessons by calling people a whole lot of terrible
when
names.
He started
telling your father's age mates to kneel down
and threatening them. When he started this thing, he started removing people's wigs. People will just be passing and you just go and remove their wigs, harassing women in the name of pranks.
It doesn't make any sense to me, honestly, because he has forgotten, these people, the way Nigeria is right now, there are a lot of people that have experienced a whole lot of things in their life, and they could be having PTSD. And then there was this one I even saw. it was funny at some point, but in hindsight, when I think about it now, and I find out that if I was in that shoe, it would not be funny to me. This guy was doing, I think, this. It's a scenario of please don't shoot me, please don't shoot me. And then you see two people that are going about their business. They come and they're like, what is it? And then the next thing they hear is sound like a gunshot, and then the guy falls. And then this guy jumps over a fence.
Imagine someone that is even hypertensive.
There was a dog inside that compound.
Imagine?
He jumps out, and I was asking myself in hindsight, what is this?
Imagine
if this guy had gotten beaten by a dog.
God.
Like, I think we need to play some of these videos for our viewers.
Yes,
definitely.
For some that don't know what this guy is. This guy is really,
It's
really
becoming too much.
extreme. He is very,
And not
very
just
extreme.
him, there are a lot of them.
He's
Yes.
toxic. He's very, very toxic for the Nigerian society right now because, like you said, people are going through a whole lot.
Yeah.
Apart from, being through that similar situation and you're coming up with this thing, just even talk about the present situation of the country.
Yeah.
There
Not
is
just that,
hunger,
personal
there's
problems
insecurity.
could be part of
Yes.
it.
There's
You know,
hunger, there's insecurity
The
and everything.
emergence of these kit makers and pranksters, when they started coming up and you saw those good ones,
Yeah.
you will be happy. Even with the problems you have, when you watch them, you feel relieved.
True.
True,
Because
that's
of
what
the
you were
motive
thinking.
is to make
Yes,
people
to make
laugh,
people
have
happy.
data. But
Now I think the thing is now is going out
too
of
much.
making people happy to now harassing people.
I mean,
Imagine if
have you
someone is
entered this comment
hypertensive
section?
and all of that.
have you entered this comment section?
Yeah,
You
people
see,
are-
people are like, what is this? There are
That's
some things
not-
you should not be doing.
When I
you
saw-
carry gun,
when I
you're
saw the
harassing
video-
somebody.
How
It's
can
not
you,
a prank.
like a lady, I'm not saying, maybe if you have a better way of telling someone she is indecently
What's even
dressed, do you understand? Or she's underdressed or something. But like I still see that it's not your business. If she decides to
I
walk
s-
naked,
yeah,
And
you-
then
you see that
using
video.
a prank.
She was not
Saying it is a
even
prank.
what was she even wearing? What is even his business? He went and was harassing this girl.
and calling her all sorts of names.
Look, there's a point a prank will get to. Then
You
you
know that it's
stop.
no longer a prank.
But
Yeah,
this
very
one,
frank.
you did it, and even when she ran, that lady ran back. You still went and followed another road to track her down.
Can you imagine?
And this girl knelt down,
That I was begging you.
Oh,
And
no.
you know that
That's extreme.
The side that we're not even talking about is the fact that some of them lose their lives. Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
If we want to take it out of Nigeria, we'll talk about I've seen
Yes.
a lot of videos on YouTube where the prank
Yeah.
you
The
came to
prankster,
prank somebody, the
the
prankster,
pranker
thank
and the
you.
prankee.
Mhm.
You came to prank somebody. This guy came to prank somebody and ended up a dead man.
Mhm.
Now you cannot, and because in that part of the country, there's a lot of cameras that would catch
Yeah.
everything you get at some parts. You can't say I murdered somebody. This person came to prank me and I did it in self-defense.
Yes.
Yeah, on hindsight, they might say, why are you holding a gun? Or why did you, it might not be a gun, but you could hit the person and the person will go. It's becoming too much.
It's becoming
It's,
too
becoming,
much.
it's no longer funny.
For the first time, or maybe for the second time, I am happy with the Nigerian police. And I say kudos to you. They tried.
Because
They
he
did a
makes
good job.
15
And they should
Yes.
still fish out some of these people. I
Yes.
understand that you're trying to make a living for yourself. Yes. And I understand that you're trying to make Nigeria happy. But I think at some point, some of these people should really sit down and ask themselves, if I was in the shoe
Exactly.
of the person I'm
Imagine
pranking,
old
and you do this kind of thing to
Old
me,
women.
how
People's
do you make people
mother.
to start? People are running up and down.
Well,
People are falling down. I'm like,
Trinity guy is going to definitely stand as a deterrent to every other person
Yeah.
that is doing it the wrong way.
If they go here, ba.
The essence of prank is make us laugh at the end of the day, not for you to make people harass people and
Yeah.
make people pass through trauma, because you don't even know what they are going
This is
through
going
at
on.
that point
Yes.
in time. You don't know.
you people out a gun in front of a person.
You don't know.
So
So
I've been through robbery experience before.
You see
think I'll be
people,
there.
you see them running and jumping fences. You see people falling down.
falling down. Some people people are already
And
dressed.
some
going
people,
If you're
to
not
work.
even thinking
some
they
people,
have
it
health
doesn't have to be the
conditions.
action. That shock,
Yes.
is enough to end
People have
somebody.
different
Somebody
health
having
conditions.
blood pressure, somebody that has
Exactly.
history of heart attack. It's a serious thing.
Well, like Rachel says, she's actually for the second time, she's happy with the Nigeria police. So like our viewers, you can also let us know if you are happy with this new development or if the police is really doing what they should be doing. And I know some people will be saying there are other things the police should like invest their energy or whatever on, but this is still part of the job of the police. Okay. So that's all we have for you on today's edition of Viewpoint. You already know. Talk show we did talk as EB. We really do appreciate you and your time greatly. Okay, let's do this again. Same place, same time, and make it your favorite by following all our social media handles displayed on your screen for more exciting and explosive episodes. Be a part of our community. We would love to hear from you as usual. So do subscribe, like, share, comment, and also click on our little notification bell on YouTube at Oweleketv. Our website is Oweleketv. My name is Hadiza Galadima, and
I'm Confidence Oko.
did you enjoy that?
I'm Rachel Abioye.
All right, it will come your way again. See you next time.
Yeah.